What's going on, everybody? I'm gonna start out with this video is not gonna be quite like the normal videos that I do. So this load that I'm on right now is actually, and I'm in Ohio, Columbus, and I'm going down to Nashville. I had a load out of Ohio that was going up to Fargo, and it was going to take me home because we are outside of Sioux Falls. Well, I had to cancel that load. My wife called me yesterday and told me that we had a family member pass away, so we are headed to South Dakota, or back to Tennessee. My wife is actually in Sioux Falls, or she was yesterday. She packed up the camper all on her own. It's a 37-foot travel trailer. She's a hell of a woman. I am so lucky to have her. She packed it all up and is headed back to Tennessee, and I'm gonna meet her down there. As far as the Landstar loads, when you have to cancel loads, things like that, it's not really an issue as long as there are legit reasons. Obviously the broker, agent, whatever, can call you and say, hey, this load's canceled, blah blah blah, and it's kind of like, well, tough luck. But on your end, you kind of have to make sure it's a legit reason before you cancel it. You can't just say, well, I found a better load and I don't want to take this one. And I've talked about in the past videos that you can take up to 30% of the line haul and 100% of the fuel surcharge. You get that up front whenever you book a load. So if you book a load 3 days out from when you're actually going to pick it up, you have access to that money. Please do not take that money until you are at least on your way to get the load, or you've already picked it up. Because if that load cancels and you've already spent that money somehow, whether you paid a bill, you got fuel with it, whatever the case is, you have to pay that money back. It is not yours until the load is completed. The whole issue with that is that Landstar doesn't like it. They do not like the whole taking the money, spending it, and now you have to pay it back. They frown upon that. I've done it. Booked a load, didn't pick up till tomorrow, and I used the money to pay a bill or whatever, just kind of counting my chickens before the eggs hatch. And then you have to give that money back. Landstar's like, hey, what's going on? Where's the money at? So just don't do it. Please don't do it. Save yourself a lot of headache. So what's going on with the family, the wife, all of this stuff? My wife obviously is, like I said, pulling a 37-foot travel trailer behind our, it's a 2018 Dodge Ram with Cummins, 4-door pickup truck, right? It's got DEF, all that good crap. Bad crap, whatever you want to call it. I'm a pre-emissions kind of guy, but whatever. She pulled into the Pilot, and I want to start this little story time off here with, can't we all just be nice? Like, why do we gotta be angry? Alright. She pulls into the Pilot to get some fuel. She needs DEF, and she pulls into the diesel island just like trucker would. I've been trucking for 10 years, and she's been with me for about 9 of it. She knows the ins and outs of trucking. She can drive a semi better than most of the new Swift and all those guys. She can handle it. She handles that camper like it's nothing. She does all the driving with that. Even whenever she picks me up, she does all the trucking as far as the camper and the pickup truck go. So yeah, she knows what she's doing as far as getting fuel and all that. She has to go inside and prepay for diesel and DEF because she doesn't have a corporate card. So she goes inside, she does that. The lady says, okay, here's your receipt. Here's your 50 on DEF, or on diesel, and 8 on DEF. She goes out there, gets her diesel, hangs the pump back up, and the DEF is not working. It won't activate. So she has to go back inside. She has to get the kids back out of the truck, go back inside and deal with this. That's already frustrating, especially when you got people behind you. But the guy next to her in a pickup truck, the next fuel island over, yells at her and tells her that she needs to move her effing truck forward. And she said, I'm not done. The pumps are having issues. I'm not done. I have to go back in, take care of this. And so she walks off. She goes inside and she talks to the lady at the register, and she's like, oh no, I'm so sorry, I made a mistake, and blah blah blah. She takes full responsibility for the goof. And then goes back outside and she pumps her DEF. She then pulls the truck forward. The kids at that point are, I gotta go potty and I want some drink, blah blah blah. So she's already pulled the truck forward to the pay line, and then she's gonna go back inside. Well, here comes this man that just yelled at her. And mind you, my wife she's emotional right now, and she just lost somebody very close to her. Somebody that's very close to our kids. And this old man has no idea what's going on. No clue what the hell is going on in her life, and had no reason to act the way he did. Well, she tells him that, hey, maybe you shouldn't yell at people. You don't know what's going on with everybody's lives. Be kind. Because it'd been one thing if he would have just said, hey, ma'am, before you go inside, normally the way it works here at the Diesel Island is we pull forward. You get done getting your fuel, you pull forward, and then you go inside and you get your drinks, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do. That's kind of how it works here. And then it would have been a whole different situation. You could have gained a friend. Could have had a nice conversation with somebody. But instead, this man told her to move her effing truck up. And the second part of the conversation, he's like, oh, I'm just trying to look out for all the truck drivers. I was a truck driver for 22 years, and there's no reason you need to be sitting there at the pumps. And she's like, well, the pumps were messed up. It wasn't my fault. I had to go back in because she didn't activate the DEF for me. And he's like, no, it's your fault. And I'm on the phone with her. She has the earbuds in, so I'm on the phone. I'm hearing all of this, and I'm pissed. I am boiling. And he's just cussing her up and down, and you're a dumb bitch, this, and all that. Excuse my language. But she's like, look, it wasn't my fault. It was the pumps. The lady goofed on the inside, and she made it right. So I had to do what I had to do. It was none of your business to begin with, and you could be a little kinder, and you can stay out of other people's business. And then she told him that, look, I just lost somebody, my family, and I now have to drive 15 hours to go to the funeral. So you need to be careful because you don't know what's going on with everybody's lives. And apparently he didn't like that because he told her to go F yourself, and he walked off. And my wife told him he's a nice person, such a gentleman. And yeah, I mean, my wife is absolutely amazing. I love her to death. Her and our kids are my whole world. Don't mess with my kids. Don't mess with my wife. You can talk crap about me. You can push my buttons. All that is fine. Don't mess with my family. And my wife is the same way. Like I said, she'll give you the shirt off her back. She'll do anything for you. It doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, what you look like. It don't matter. If you need help, she's the one to do it. But she's not going to take no shit either. And especially, at a time like this when everybody's hearts are heavy, and she's really not going to take you shit. I love my wife. She's amazing. She is like a grizzly bear, more or less. Like, she can play with her kids. She is friendly. She is kind. She's loving. But she will tear you to pieces when you mess with her. I know, because I've goofed and said some stupid shit in my marriage. And yeah. Anywho. So, my question is, why are people so angry? Why is everybody so pissed off that we automatically judge everybody, and you need to do this different, or you should have done this, and you're a freaking idiot? And I get that this guy was a trucker for 22 years. He understands how things work. He's been in the business long enough, obviously. But in my experience, I've noticed that the older generation, I don't know what it is, and it's not all of you guys, it's not just the young guys or just the old guys, it's a little bit of everybody, but it seems to me that the older generation, the guys that were, you know, they've been doing it for 20, 30 years, they are so cocky, so arrogant, so it's my way out here on the highway, you're an idiot, you're stupid, you shouldn't be doing this, you know, crap like that. And I don't understand why it's like that. I don't know why these old men are so freaking angry. Like, yeah, you've been doing it, you've been dealing with a lot of crap over your career. I just don't understand why everybody seems to be so angry. But so yeah, we lost Ray. He is actually our youngest daughter is named Rayleigh, and it's Raylee, and she's actually named after him. Last time we were in Tennessee, the kids were playing with him on their property. He was running around in the field just catching fireflies in a mason jar and having a good time with our kids, and he was an excellent grandfather, grandfather figure, I guess, whatever you want to call it. He was a good man, and the world lost somebody great. That's our family lost somebody great, and the world will never be the same without him. It was a blessing to have him as long as we did, and we're thankful for all the love and the joy that man spread. If there's anybody in your life that you think is invincible, and I know we all got him, that would be Ray. Ray, it didn't matter what was going on, it didn't matter whatever was going on in the world or anything like that. He was happy, and he loved his family, he loved Jesus. Oh, sorry. We're gonna miss you, Ray. That's hard on everybody. Our youngest one doesn't really know what's going on. She just thinks we're going back to Tennessee to Andrea's house, and doesn't really understand it, which is fine with me. I want her to keep her innocence as long as possible. Our oldest, she definitely knows what's going on. She's tore up. My wife is a big ball of mess right now, which, I mean, the whole part of the family is. It's devastating. So yeah, I've been all over with this video. I've been kind of, obviously I'm emotional, I'm frustrated. Just, if I can just say a couple of things. Be nice to one another. Show some love. Be kind. There's no need to be out here screaming and yelling at people when you have no idea what's going on. I hear on the radio all the time, these people are cussing at little cars or little four-wheelers that are going slow and all that, and man, you have no idea what's going on with them. It could be something as simple as this old woman, her husband just died, and she's doing everything she can to make his funeral arrangements, or, you know, this mom's son just died, or whatever the case is, and they're doing everything they can to take care of business. Just, let's show a little more compassion. Let's be the change you want to see in the world. You know, that's a good place to start. And just treat other people how you want to be treated. Just show some love, man. I know we all have it. I know we all have love. I don't know what it is when we get behind this wheel that just makes us angry. I've been guilty of it myself, just screaming at people, and it's like that they can't even hear me. The only person that hears me screaming is my wife, and she's like, they can't hear you. I don't know why you're screaming at me. Like, I'm not screaming at you, babe. I'm screaming at them, but it does no good. It just gets my blood pressure up and makes me angry and all that stuff, and those people have no idea what's going on. So let's just show some love. Give the people in your lives a hug, give them a kiss, let them know you love them. Just call them, because you never know when it's going to be the last day on earth. You never know. He was out with his buddies playing golf, doing what he loved to do. Man's played golf forever, and he was on the third hole. He just had a heart attack, just like that. And at least he went out doing what he loved. We're gonna miss you, Ray. Yeah, we're gonna miss you. Anywho, y'all stay safe. Love one another. Be kind. And I'll have more videos out soon. Just bear with us. This channel and Chaos on the Move is going to be down for a little bit, dealing with all this kind of stuff. So just bear with us, and y'all stay safe. Love y'all.